Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors Dynasty. The Warriors are 6-4. It has been an up and down season, but if we win out the remainder of our schedule in today's episode, we will be in the Mountain West Conference Championship once again. And I think that just goes to show that Hawaii and UNLV have truly kind of outgrown the conference at this point. And both teams will be joining the Pac-12 next season. UNLV is all but a certainty in the championship game. Hawaii does need to win out to guarantee it. They can still lose both games technically, but would need some help with San Jose State losses and Northern Illinois losses. But let's not let that happen. Let's control our own destiny and let's win out these final two games of the season. Those games are against the Wolfpack today. Then we have a bye week and we will finish our year against Air Force, a team that we dominated last season. But the big storyline for the back half of this season has been DeMarcius Davis and his struggles through the air. He has not thrown a touchdown in 3 straight games. He has 4 straight games of multi-interceptions, and just generally the team has been winning in spite of him. He'll be going into his senior season next year, and he unfortunately cannot improve any further in terms of accuracy. Now, he's already a relatively accurate quarterback, though I do wish it was better, specifically short and medium, but he has continued to get more elusive and more athletic during his time as the quarterback, so maybe he'll be even more of a scrambling threat next year. But if these struggles continue, should there be a conversation about a guy like Colt Sparks or perhaps Dante Dobbins or maybe even JP Cheeks being the guy next season? In terms of accuracies, Dante Dobbins has a lot of room to grow, and his short accuracy is already the same as DeMarcius Davis. So there is a world where Dobbins is the most accurate quarterback on the roster next season. I think that could also be true of the true freshman JP Cheeks, who will be a redshirt freshman next season. His deep throw accuracy is pretty bad, but his medium throw accuracy and short throw accuracy is decent, and he has some room to grow. His skill caps, though, are not ideal from an accuracy standpoint. On the bright side, after this next game, Joe Presley will be returning, so he will be back for the final game of the regular season and then whatever postseason Hawaii happens to have. As a reminder, he does have elite development and will be a huge weapon going forward for this team, and he has missed most of the year due to an abdominal tear. But let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the action of today's episode. The Rainbow Warriors, their final home game of the season. Some of these seniors that will be graduating, including Jackson Harris, arguably the best player on this team during this entire series. But we've got more important things to worry about, as Hawaii needs to win out to guarantee themselves a spot in the Mountain West Championship for the 2nd straight year. Ryan Byrne is the quarterback of the Wolfpack. He will complete his first pass of the day for 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. The slot man will move over in motion, and it's a double fake and then a dump off behind the line of scrimmage, spin move, and tiptoeing the sideline is Nate Burleson the second. Burleson brings us to a 3rd down and 1. Shawarn Howell, but it's a sneak for Ryan Byrne, the quarterback, and that's a 1st and 10. 2nd down and 9 after the pickup of 1. Howell still the back. Byrne, though, will go to the air. Blitz sent and broken up by Phelps, who was shaken up at the end of the last game. Good to see that he is good to go for this one. 3rd down and 9 now. Can the defense get a stop and get off the field? Byrne with plenty of time running out now. Ty Cole is the man who gets home his 21st sack on the season. His record-setting campaign continues. It was a really good return by Darren Finger, and so it is excellent starting field position for the Rainbow Warriors. DeMarcius Davis looking to get back on track as he will find Tama Uliata for a pickup of 7 to start his day. 2nd down and 3. Davis hands off Matthew Monty, and Monty will have the first. It's been a rotation of 3 backs basically all year, with Tandy really being the primary guy, and Tandy will get a carry here, and it's going to be another good carry for Glenn Tandy. Monty, the man, back in the game for 2nd down and 9. And Davis will dump to him, and Monty with a head of steam gets the first down. It's a 1st and goal even. You may be noticing no Jackson Harris still. He does not have an injury listed. He is at the top of the depth chart. For whatever reason, the guy's just not feeling very good. Damon Brazil is feeling good though, getting into the end zone. DeMarcius Davis with a passing touchdown for the first time in 4 games. He's into the scoring column, and maybe that will eliminate the yips. 7-0 for the Rainbow Warriors, and DeMarcius Davis is finally back in the pass touchdown column. This is a throw to the outside. There was some space there, but he did not have the acceleration to break away. 2nd down out of the pistol for Byrne. And it's a delayed handoff. Decent blocking. Flag is down, though. Phelps from the other side of the field will make the tackle. I think this is an illegal block in the back. 2nd and long. Byrne brings one in motion. It's a jet touch pass to him. Nice spin move to break the tackle. And Phelps has been everywhere so far today. Another tackle for him. 3rd down and 7. It is an empty set for Ryan Byrne, as they need to get to the 47 for the first. Byrne over the middle, incomplete. It is Phelps with another breakup. Hawaii takes over, up a touchdown. Davis hands off Monty. Matthew Monty with a nice carry, a pickup of 7. Still no Jackson Harris to speak of. I'll check on his status in just a moment. Davis throwing outside. It's Sesi Vailahi on the reception. It's only going to pick up a yard, though. Jackson Harris not on the injury report, but is just still dealing with that absolutely awful wear and tear. 3rd down and 2. Davis back to pass. Throw goes to Damon Brazil, but he can't hold on. It is incomplete. I feel like it was a well-timed throw from Davis. Brazil just has to be able to hold on to that football. So 3 and out for the Bows, and the 3 and 6 Nevada Wolfpack take back over. Byrne to throw with a blitz, which was picked up perfectly, and Phelps breaks up another one. That is already his 3rd pass breakup. 2nd down from their own 14, and it's a handoff. Finding some running room is Howell. It'll be 3rd and 3. There's a flag down, and it's going to be a false start on the Wolfpack. So 3rd and 3 turns to 3rd and 8. Byrne will almost certainly have to go to the air, and he does. Scrambling as he's under pressure off his back foot. He lobs one downfield. It is caught this time. Phelps cannot break this one up. A huge 1st down grab for the Nevada Wolfpack. Kataris Hicks, the man with the jump ball grab. 1st and 10, Nevada. Play action. A dump off to the tight end as he breaks tackles and is brought down by Naziah Caravaggio at the 29. 2nd and short, about a minute left in the 1st quarter. Hit as he throws his Byrne, but an accurate throw finds the tight end anyway. It's Bryson Coleman down to the 4. 1st and goal, Nevada. And it's a handoff to the fullback to the outside and into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. They brought in the big fella to get the job done, and Nevada's going to tie this football game up. 1st and 10 from the 17 for the Rainbow Warriors. DeMarcius Davis back to pass, throwing over the middle. It's Tama Uliata, who is probably going to be busy again today. With the status of Jackson Harris up in the air, of course, Joe Presley still out 1 more week. It'll be a lot of Tama Uliata and Darren Finger. Glenn Tandy on a carry will pick up 3. 2nd down and 7. Davis throws. It's Sesi Vailahi, and he's got a 1st down pickup. The 38, a 1st and 10. Davis throwing, and it's Darren Finger on a reception. Another Hawaii 1st down. From the 48 now. Davis back to pass once more. Wide open man. It's Darren Finger. A lot of running room for the Finger. And he's inside the 20, down at the 18. It's a red zone trip for the Rainbow Warriors. The 18 now. Davis drops back, throws. It's Damon Brazil on the reception. 2nd down and 3. 9 minutes left to go in the half. Play action. And Davis stepping up, scrambling to the right side. DeMarcius Davis tiptoes the sideline, but is brought down out of bounds at the 2. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Davis hands off Tandy. Touchdown, Candy Tandy. And the Rainbow Warriors offense looked mighty fine on that drive. 14-7, a little over half of the 2nd quarter remaining for Nevada. Ryan Byrne Fakes the handoff, down he goes. It's Fetu Silatolu with another sack. The true freshman D tackle, obviously learning a lot from the likes of Ty Cole. 2nd and 15, and this time it's a real handoff, a nice juke move, a big stiff arm, and a huge hit laid by Charles Bagley. 3rd down, 10 yards to go. They've got to get to the 35. Blitz sent from the Rainbow Warriors. A throw from Byrne, a broken tackle, and a 1st down for the Wolfpack. 2nd down after the incompletion. Byrne gonna keep it. Moffitt bit on the run, and breaking tackles is Ryan Byrne, thrown down out of bounds at the 43. So Nevada putting together a nice drive so far. 6 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. Byrne hands this off. Fetu Silatolu, who's probably our best run defender, proves why there. And that makes it a 3rd down and 7 from the Hawai'i 41. Byrne scrambling over the middle, wide open man, and he's trying to outrun Matthew Sherrills, who does chase him down at the 13. There was some pressure, but it did not get home fast enough. And now it's a 1st and 10 in the red zone for Nevada. Byrne pressured and finding his target again. It's the tight end Bryson Coleman. We've had issues with the tight ends all year, and Bryson Coleman giving us fits today as well. 2nd and 3, man in motion, jet touch pass to him. It's Burleson cutting it up, touchdown Nevada. Anything we can do, they can match, apparently, as Burleson gets into the end zone and Nevada will tie the game up once again. 1st and 10 Hawaii, still no Jackson Harris. We look to throw, and it's just a dump off for Monty. That'll pick up 5. The thing we miss most about Harris and Presley, they both have by far the best hands on the roster. They're the most sure-handed guys we have. Davis having to scramble will get it to Darren Finger. Can't make anybody miss, but it's still a 1st down. 2-minute timeout. Hawaii looking to add points before halftime. 2nd and 9. Davis back to pass under some pressure. Tamu Uliata on the reception and inches shy of a 1st. 3rd down and inches. Davis hands off Monty. Following his blockers is Matthew Monty, and it's a 1st down for the Rainbows. 1.5 minutes left. Throwing is Davis. Tamu Uliata on another 1st down reception. Clock stops after the Nevada injury. Davis throws. It is caught by Monty. A high ball. Matthew Monty has fumbled it and then recovers his own football. 3rd down and 8. DeMarcius Davis back to pass. It's Darren Finger. Can he find the end zone? No, he cannot. Nevada timeout is used. 1st and goal, our 1st attempt. Throwing. Davis, it's intercepted. He wanted Kaysen Gallimore. He didn't put enough air on it. So another interception for DeMarcius Davis. He's been playing a lot better today, but a mistake there. From the 2-yard line, Nevada is not safe. Byrne takes the snap. He will hand this one off, and Delion Freeman is going to bring him down for a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 from the 1. As they chew this clock away, Byrne hands off, and did we get him in the end zone? We did! A safety against the Wolfpack, 2 games in a row with a safety for this defense. When we pin a team inside the 3, they should be terrified. There's still 14 seconds and all of our timeouts. Can we manage something here? Davis throws. It's Darren Finger on a reception, and 9 seconds left. We call a timeout. From the 44, 1st and 10. DeMarcius Davis throws. Darren Finger's way. He's not able to get out of bounds. There's 4 seconds remaining. 2nd down and 5 from the 49. Davis back to pass. He's going to give Darren Finger a jump ball chance, and it's off of his fingertips. Incomplete, but Hawaii will take a 2-point lead into the half off of the safety. 16-14. 1st and 10 Hawaii. We start with a football here in the 3rd quarter. Davis throws. This is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Darren Finger. 3rd and long. DeMarcius Davis throwing. Tama Uliata's way. How did Tama catch that? What a snag from Tama Uliata. 2nd down from the 36. Davis hands off Tandy. Glenn Tandy, a really good carry. And he's up past the 50 into enemy territory. By law, he will check in for a play. He will get the carry, and he will pick up 6. 3rd and 4 from the 40. DeMarcius Davis throws. It is caught by Frank Mixon. That makes it a 3rd down and 4. Davis Back to pass, scrambling. DeMarcius Davis is going to take off. He's got the first down and plenty more to the 12. Red zone now. As we look to throw, Davis, it's behind Tandy, who maybe had 6 if that's a better throw. 2nd down and 6. Davis will look to throw again. Scrambling again, DeMarcius Davis, nice block from Kaysen Gallimore, and Davis is into the end zone, a rushing touchdown for the junior QB. And Hawaii will take a 2-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter. 23-14 for Hawaii, up 2 scores now. Handoff, Ty Cole is in the backfield. Tackles him forward, it's a pickup of 2. Have yet to see much of the other backs. This is Anthony Carey in the backfield. He's listed as the RB2. It'll be going to the air for Byrne. A hit laid on him at the very end, but I think his tight end got the first down anyway. Up to the 35 now. It's been pretty good from this Nevada offense so far today, as another carry for Juwan Howell goes basically nowhere. Our pass defense has really struggled down the stretch, I feel like. 2nd and 9 as they go to the air again. Ty Cole forces him out of the pocket and into a carry. 3rd and 3 coming up. 3 yards to go for the first here on 3rd down from the 42. And a throw is completed. No, forced out of the hands by Davin Martin, and the Wolfpack will kick it. So a chance to extend the lead even further for Hawaii. DeMarcius Davis with time. The throw is completed to Darren Finger. Darren Finger a yard shy of 100 right now. On 2nd and 5, we'll see if we go his way. Throw is completed to Tama Uliata. There's nobody in front of him. Does he have the speed to get to the end zone? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. An RPO, DeMarcius Davis finds him, and Tama Uliata did the rest. Touchdown, Hawaii. 30-14, Hawaii looking to be on their way to a 7th victory, unless Nevada can do something about it. A nice handoff. This is going to be a really good play to start the new drive. A juke from Howell, and it's a nice, solid pickup. All the way up to the 43. Carey comes in to give him a breather. It's a fake jet and all kinds of time. It's going to be a check down to Burleson. Breaks the first tackle. I think he may have gotten just past the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 9. Howell is back in the backfield, but it's going to be a read option. Byrne on the carry, tries to hit a spin move. Gets laid out by Charles Bagley. Man in motion, and a throw to him, and the designed play shouldn't have gone very well, but Bagley missed a tackle. 2nd bad miss on the day for Charles Bagley. Typically one of our better defensive players. Now a 2nd and 4. Throwing over the middle, that is completed. Naziah Caravallo just could not keep up with Seth Perkins. This is exactly what Nevada needed. A nice, solid offensive drive. They need it to result in a touchdown, though, and they'll likely go for 2 if they get into the end zone. This is completed to the tight end, Bryson Coleman. 3rd down and 3, and it's going to be another keeper, but Ryan Byrne goes down in the backfield. He crashes and burns, you might say. Shaq Moffitt on the TFL. They're going to add 3 points. I probably would be going for it in this situation, but more power to you. Now it's time for the Rainbows to put a dagger in this one. Can we get down the field and score again? Tandy, not a good start. He's going to lose a couple. 3rd down and 12. Davis under pressure, a big blitz sent, and the protection was not there. A 3-and-out for Hawaii. The door is open for Nevada. We still have that 2-score lead, so we've got the cushion. But a touchdown here goes a long ways towards a comeback. It's tipped backwards after a fumble. It is recovered and in for 6. Touchdown, Hawaii. The defense strikes again. Another defensive score. Jason Bailey on the return, and I think it was Ty Cole that forced it out again. The man is a legend at this point. No, it wasn't. It was Noah Wiley forcing the fumble, returned then by Jason Bailey. Of course, it's the defense to give us what is essentially the dagger in this one. You love to see it. This defense always making plays. The throw from Byrne is completed. We'll see if Nevada can get back into it. 3rd and 11 now. By the way, Fetu Silatolu battling a little bit of an injury right now. That's why he's not on the football field. Aiden McComber, though, a very capable backup. It's intercepted. It's Chris Wokoma with another pick on his season. And a total collapse from the Wolfpack. Hawaii is almost certainly going to end up 7-4. Game over. 47-17 ends up being the final. Hawaii dominating the second half, outscoring their opponent 31-3 in the 3rd and 4th quarters. We ended up forcing 2 more turnovers in garbage time, which you guys didn't even get to see. We had another forced fumble and another interception. A much, much better day from DeMarcius Davis. Still had the 1 interception, which was entirely my fault, but the accuracy was a bit better. Still some high throws on the short and intermediate stuff. I don't know what it is about those throws, but he just throws them high all the time. But 65% completion percentage, couple touchdowns, 277 yards. I'll take that. Really good day on the ground for Glenn Tandy. He got another garbage time score. 2 touchdowns on the day for him, 5.8 per carry. 7 for 99 for Darren Finger. He did not end up breaking 100, unfortunately, but Tama Uliata did. 6 for 118 and a touchdown. These two have really stepped up in the absence of Jackson Harris and Joe Presley. And I mean, what can I even say about the defense at this point? Chris Wokoma, 12 more tackles, another pick for him. Matthew Sherrills is the man who got the other pick. Another sack for Fetu Silatolu and Ty Cole. Aiden McComber actually gets credit for the forced fumble. I'm pretty sure if we went back and watched that highlight, it was technically Noah Wiley that forced it. Davin Martin is the man who forced the other fumble. They were recovered by Jason Bailey and Chris Wokoma. Here's the play in question. Aiden McComber is the man who gets credit for the actual fumble. That's 1,000% Noah Wiley that forces that out. Noah Wiley getting a forced fumble stolen from him. That is 100% Noah Wiley. And then McComber kicks it forward in an attempt to recover, which actually helped Jason Bailey take it back for 6. So we know that that was Noah Wiley, but it will not go on his stat sheet for some reason. 7-4, 5-2 in conference are the Rainbow Warriors as we advance the week. Our championship contender has risen even further, now up to a C+. We do still have a few guys that are at risk of transferring, but it seems like the worst days of losing all of our best players are mostly behind us. So now we're on a bye week. We'll take a look at recruiting, and it looks like we're probably losing Cole Setterstrom, and that's really unfortunate. Somebody in the comments said a couple episodes back that we're missing our Raheem Lovelace type of guy. For those of you that don't know, in my Yukon Dynasty, we basically just had this rotation of absolutely elite Mike linebackers for basically the entirety of the series. All the way up until the final episode, we had guys that were consistently 90+ overall at Mike linebacker, and we haven't had that here in the Hawaii Dynasty, and that probably does explain why we're getting smoked a bit in terms of tight ends beating us all the time. We do not have that Mike linebacker that can keep up with them in coverage, and I was kind of thinking that Setterstrom could perhaps be that guy. We don't have him scouted at all. I don't know his actual speed, but he's the first Mike that I've like heavily pursued, and Tulsa has just passed us and they are gaining more influence than us. If we can get into a recruiting battle that goes into the off season, I think there's a chance we could still end up with him, but things are looking kind of grim right now. Oklahoma is all in on Jeremy Connors. So another linebacker that we're most likely losing. I'll shift some points around, put 50 on him for the week, but man, look at the amount of influence Oklahoma gained on us while we were putting in 25 points. Like, I just don't think it's going to matter. We are in a recruiting battle for the JUCO guard, Devin Peely. It's between us and Houston. Houston is gaining more influence. We are currently in the lead. He did visit us in week 10, which we won against UTEP. I've moved some points around. We've got 50 now on Connors, but I'm thinking that we're going to lose him and Setterstrom, to be honest, at this point. Still absolutely nobody battling us for the halfback John Awuzie. We're super close to a commitment on right tackle Tremaine Rout as well. Other guys down the board I haven't talked about much just because we haven't been in recruiting battles for them. We've got a couple tight ends in Josh Carrera and Jason Lipscomb. Carrera as a pure blocker, Lipscomb is quite a bit larger and more of a possession guy. We've got athlete Tommy Nesbitt, who reads as a quarterback. I love getting these athlete type of quarterbacks because no matter which of these guys is actually the better quarterback, we know that they could play at other positions. So I like getting Nesbitt a lot. Plus he's got size and the dual threat ability, a lot more like DeMarcius Davis. Same with Gupta, honestly, pretty big and a dual threat. There's a D tackle in Clayton Kindred. Not that D tackle is a huge need, but it's always good to keep guys coming in. Another athlete in Larry Fiala. He's listed as a contested specialist, and that has him as a wide receiver. And at 6'5", that could be nasty. I am finally looking to get an actual fullback in Jamario Peel. He's a utility guy. And then right tackle Sean Walters. He is a 3-star. Stanford in the mix for him, but we have a lead currently. We advance past the bye week, and Tremaine Rout, the right tackle from Texas, has committed. And it looks like we're just going to be in a battle for Jeremy Connors. Tulsa backed out of Cole Setterstrom. They were in the lead. They have rescinded their offer completely. Somebody else must have committed. We're going to get Setterstrom. That is crazy from Tulsa. They were about to steal this kid from us and have just backed out at the last possible second. Connors, however, we are still desperately battling Oklahoma. The hope at this point is that we just make it to the offseason and Oklahoma sees the transfer portal. They're like, you know what? We don't actually need Connors, and they let us have him. But now it is time to get into the final game of the season. And before we do that, let's take a look at the conference standings and see what we need to happen. Northern Illinois is 6-2. We have the tiebreaker over them with the victory. We have to win this football game. If we lose against Air Force, Northern Illinois will steal our spot in the Mountain West Championship game. If we win, since we have beaten Northern Illinois this season, we will be in the championship game. Winning in, losing out, it is that simple. So the final team in our Mountain West season is Air Force, a team that we dominated last year. We know what Air Force is about. They run the option. They typically have speedy, athletic quarterbacks that struggle to throw. They usually have a nice halfback one and a pretty good fullback, and then suck at wide receiver. And all of that remains true this year. The Falcons have only won 3 games this year and only 1 in conference. That was against New Mexico State. Their other wins are against FCS Southeast and Navy. They've lost 4 straight coming into this one, including a 41-3 loss against UTEP. They haven't put up more than 6 points since their victory over New Mexico State. Just a brutal stretch for the Falcons. And coming into this game, welcome back Joe Presley, who will be returning to his wide receiver 2 role. Darren Finger and Tama Uliata have played really well in his stead, and you'll see both of them rotating in. And to be honest, Jackson Harris still may not play today. His wear and tear is just awful. There's honestly a chance that his season is done. He just can't get on the football field right now due to the wear and tear. One more road game to finish off the season. It's simple. We win, we're in the Mountain West Conference Championship. We lose, and we lose our spot to NIU. It is a must-win game for Hawaii if they want to repeat the Mountain West Championship from last year. We've got a good opponent, one that we've consistently won against in this series. Can we do it again? The Rainbows have won the last 3 meetings between these two teams. 30-7 was the victory last season. Davis will look to throw. He actually pump fakes, and he's going to take a sack. A loss of 11. 2nd and 21 after the huge loss. Jackson Harris is in the football game currently, so we'll see how long he stays in, as Monty will get some of the yardage back. It's still 3rd and forever. 3rd down and 14. Davis under pressure. Down he goes again. And the Falcons D-line is making it difficult on the junior quarterback. So here comes that Air Force offense. Good starting field position. It's a handoff for Devin Rice, a pickup of a yard. 2nd down and 9. Bruise on. Will keep it. It's a speed option. A pitch out to Rice. He's past the 30 and brought down by Martin at the 20. And Fetu Silatolu is going to exit today with an injury as well. 1st and 10 Falcons. And it's going to be another speed option, but we stay disciplined this time. No gain. 2nd down and 10 inside the red zone. A toss out to Rice. A big pancake block. Touchdown Falcons. And if they score the PAT, it'll be the first time in 4 weeks that they've had more than 6 points on the board. 7-0 for Air Force. They only scored 7 in our last meeting against them. Sesi Vailahi on a carry, a solid pickup of 6 to start his day. No more Jackson Harris. 2nd down and 4. Tandy on the carry now, and Tandy will get the first. 2nd down and 7. Davis throwing, and welcome back, Joe Presley. 3rd down and 1, Hawaii out of the pistol. It's a handoff to Tandy, and he's got the first. From the 43, a 1st and 10, DeMarcius Davis throwing over the middle. It's caught by Tamu Uliata. 2nd and short. Davis will look to throw again. A man over the middle. It's Kaysen Gallimore. A nice pickup, but an injured Hawaiian. It is Kaysen Gallimore. Slow to get up. 1st and 10. Blitz sent, a throw for Glenn Tandy. Glenn Tandy with room to run, and he's inside the 15. They'll mark him down at the 14. 2nd down and 10 out of the shotgun. Davis throws quickly, nearly intercepted. Darren Finger comes down with it, and he nearly gets to the end zone. On 1st down and goal, DeMarcius Davis looks to throw. There's a flag down, and Davis is just going to throw it away. They get Alani Afalava for holding, and it's a 1st and goal at the 10 now. DeMarcius Davis throws wide open. Joe Presley, and he's short of the end zone. We're right back to square one at the 1. On 2nd down and goal from the half-yard line, direct snap Matthew Monty, and he gets into the end zone. Monty showing off the power, and Hawaii will get on the board. 7-7. Now let's see if this defense can lock in. 1st and 10, Air Force handoff up the gut, goes to the fullback. It's Eric Coakley Hall. 2nd down and 7, I formation. Another handoff. Aiden McComber's in the backfield. 3rd down and 8, still no Fetu Silatolu. Going to the air now, under pressure over the middle. It's completed. 1st down, Falcons. It'll be a keeper for the quarterback, and Bruzon picks up 5. We were phenomenal at stopping this offense last year. Has not been so great so far today. Bruzon keeping it, has a lead blocker. He slides down in front of Wokoma, our leading tackler. 3rd and 2 to start the 2nd quarter. And it's going to be a handoff to Rice as he finds the running lane. He's got blockers downfield, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 21. Where is our run defense gone? Is Fetu Silatolu really that integral to this run defense? My goodness. Aiden McComber. That counts as a sack as it never left the quarterback's hands. 2nd down and 12, man in motion. Fake to the fullback, and Bruzon will look to throw. The coverage downfield is really good. Bruzon steps up, and he fires out of the back of the end zone, absolutely doming a cameraman. 3rd down and 12, Bruzon back to pass under pressure. Shaq Moffitt forces him into a run, but Bruzon's got the speed, and Bruzon's got the 6. Touchdown, Air Force. Moffitt did not set the proper edge. He got the pressure, but Bruzon was able to escape. And Air Force has doubled their score from last year against us. And again, we have to win this football game to make it to the Mountain West Conference Championship. Otherwise, NIU will steal our spot. Matthew Monty on a carry up the middle. Nice one for Monty in a 1st. 1st and 10. Davis play action. Has time, firing off his back foot. Tama Uliata on the reception, wide open over the middle of the field. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, Davis finding Joe Presley, and he's playing great in his return so far. Kaysen Gallimore back in the game, by the way. 8 minutes left in the half. DeMarcius Davis looks to throw, and he's going to go Gallimore's way. Touchdown, Hawaii. Kaysen Gallimore back in from his injury, and he'll get into the end zone. All through the air for Hawaii on that drive, and it looked as clean as ever. So we might have a shootout on our hands if both offenses are continuing like this, and that's Delion Freeman trying to prove me wrong. A loss of 2. 2nd down and 12. Bruzon on the speed option. A toss out to the halfback, and he breaks the last tackle. There's only one man to beat. He can't do it. Rice with a huge carry. 114 yards on the day for him already. Already in Hawaii Hawaii territory on this new drive for Air Force. Bruzon, toss outside. Rice is tackled down in the backfield. It's Martin. A loss of 4, a more traditional shotgun setup here, and Bruzon will look to throw. Over the middle, has his target. Broken tackle and brought down with a Air Force first down. Devin Rice is going to end up with a 200-yard game if we're not careful. Navi Bruzon out of the shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield. Second down and 7. He'll go to the air. A dump off to Rice, and Martin brings him down. A good tackle. Third down and 13. Bruzon to the air under pressure. Ty Cole got home instantly. It'll be a field goal attempt for the Falcons to take the lead back. If this is good, it'll be 17-14, and it is. 4:28 left. A good improvement, I guess you could say, from our defense. Finally getting some type of stop, even if it does allow 3 points. Third down and 9. DeMarcius Davis. Blitz is sent. Davis's throw is caught by Darren Finger. Run after the catch for the Finger, and he's out of bounds at the Air Force 49. This is looking like the Hawaii offense of old, where the running game is not working and the passing game is. First and 10 from the 49. Davis will throw, and that is knocked out of the hands of Finger. Third down and 11. DeMarcius Davis back to pass, just throwing one up as he was hit as he throws in the direction of Joe Presley, but that one never really had a chance. 2:33 remaining in the half, a 3-point lead for the Air Force Falcons. A toss to the fullback. Blocking is excellent, and he's off to the races, pulled down at the 40. The run blocking has been fantastic for Air Force as we hit the 2-minute timeout. They just could not do anything against us a year ago, and that is not the case here today. They are doing everything against us right now. Speed option, and Bruzon's gonna keep it. He faked out Phelps, and he's got a huge pickup to the Hawaii 30. A little fake pitch from Navi Bruzon, and it's a huge first down carry for the quarterback. 1.5 minutes left to be played. Man in motion, and it's a fake too, and Bruzon's gonna keep it, and Bruzon brought down a loss of 1 yard, and now Aiden McComber is exiting with an injury. He was already playing for the injured Fatusila Tolu. That promotes the freshman Cam Bean. He's played a little bit this season, but not much, mostly as a depth piece. As this is going to be a carry for Bruzon, breaking tackles again. Bruzon breaks away, touchdown Air Force. We cannot stop this offense right now. This is unreal from a defense that is usually incredible against the run, and they were a year ago against Air Force. First and 10 Hawaii, 1:18 left to be played in the half, and we're down 10 in what is a must-win game. Glenn Tandy on a carry, maybe catching Air Force by surprise that we go to the ground there. First down and 10, Davis back to pass, and he's lobbing one up for Joe Presley. Can't make the grab. Second down and 10, Davis back to pass. A throw to the outside for Darren Finger is poked out of his hands. We are missing Jackson Harris. Finger playing in that Jackson Harris role right now, but just doesn't have the hands that Harris does. Finger is a capable man after the catch primarily. Davis gonna lob one up for Finger. Can he finger the defense? No, it's out of his fingers. Incomplete. Fourth down and 10. And we may have left too much time on the clock. First and 10 Air Force. This offense can do no wrong right now. Bruzon brings a man in motion, and Bruzon will carry. The blocking is incredible again, and we are struggling to tackle this man. Second and 4. They do use a timeout. Bruzon upended. Third and 4. 40 seconds left. A toss outside, and Charles Bagley is the man in the backfield, tackling him for a loss. This will give Hawaii a chance before the half. 27 seconds. Any points would be ideal. Throw over the middle is caught by Presley. We're going to have to use our final timeout there. Second down and 2. Davis back to pass. A throw. Darren Finger is open, and he gets out of bounds. Well played by Finger. First down and 10. Davis back to pass again, and over the head of a wide open Joe Presley. He just missed him. Second down, we try again. Davis throwing again, and it's Presley. This time the throw is good. Third down and 4. 10 seconds left, but the defense is playing incredibly soft, so we can just get a few extra yards for free. Make the kick even just slightly easier for Caleb Sempebwa. And it is on its way, but he missed it wide to the left. No good from Caleb Simpebwa. They nearly got through and blocked it. Don't know if that affected him. It's no good. Air Force on to take a knee to bring us to halftime. They start with the football in the third quarter. Things are not looking good for Hawaii. This defense has struggled to get stops against the Falcons. We are down by 10. Air Force gets the ball to start the second half, and we have to win this game to make it to the championship. We're going to need a big second half from this defense. They need to show me something. This has been a disappointing showing against Air Force, to say the least. A decent start, only allowing 3. We only allowed 7 against this offense a year ago, and this offense had only scored 6 in their previous 3 meetings against other teams. Bruzon slides down, he's shy of the first. Will he live to regret that slide? Well, he may be sneaking it here. That's exactly what he's doing. First down, Air Force. First and 10, Falcons. And it's going to be a keeper for Bruzon. Well played by the defense this time, covering the quarterback and the pitch. McNulty surely giving these boys some halftime adjustments. Down by 10 now. 24-14. Bruzon throw over the middle, swatted down. Charles Bagley out of nowhere. Third down and 12. I expect Bruzon will go to the air here. He does, but Ty Cole couldn't bring him down. Bruzon has time to throw, completes the pass, but it's going to be short of the first anyway. First and 10, Hawaii. It's been all through the air so far today. Big blitz being sent. Great block from Darren Finger allows Monty a first down. First and 10 from the 36. Handoff Vailahi, a short pickup. On 2nd and 6. Davis throwing. It's caught by Finger, and Finger's got a first down. First and 10 from the 43. Handoff to Glenn Tandy. A nice carry for Glenn. Picks up 6. Third down and 2 from the 35. Davis throwing. Joe Presley will make the catch. The most sure-handed guy with Harris out. First down, Hawaii. Handoff Vailahi. Nice running lane for Sesi Vailahi. Inches short of a first. High formation on third down and inches from the 21. Davis will sneak it. He's got the first. From the 19, first and 10. Davis stepping up. Down he goes. DeMarshus Davis, and Tui Moody is injured. Second down and 16. Davis's throw over the middle is completed to Finger. It'll make it a 3rd and 7. From the 16, a big time 3rd down and 7. Throw, Davis goes to Presley, and he makes the grab. First down. 3rd down and goal from the 6. Davis scrambling. DeMarshus Davis into the end zone. Powers his way through. And Davis, with the rushing touchdown, will chip away at that Air Force lead. So let's see if this defense can continue to get stops. First and 10, Air Force. Ty Cole on the tackle for loss. Still missing a key piece of this defense in Fetu Silatolu, battling an injury from last week's contest. And it'll be play action and then a keeper for Bruzon. He is still on his feet. Bruzon, all he has to do is outrun Matthew Sherrills. He can't do it. We have to wrap up the quarterback there. That is just unacceptable levels of missed tackles. Bruzon will hand it off to Rice. Rice stiff arms the defender, but actually loses yards. We have to keep them out of the end zone. Second down and 12. We are quickly approaching the fourth quarter. Bruzon, pitch out to Rice, spin move, good tackle from Matthew Sherrills. This is a big time 3rd down and 5. From the 31, Bruzon hands Rice, and we need him in the backfield. He's not going anywhere. We kept them out of the end zone. We kept it within 1 score. Let's see how this kick goes. They're gonna let it go to the fourth quarter. So Hawaii's season is coming down to the wire. Can we get a huge blocked field goal here? Kick is on its way. It is through for the Falcons. It is 27-21. It's crunch time. DeMarshus Davis is experiencing wear and tear. We need him in this football game right now. First and 10 from the 30. Davis will look to throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Darren Finger. He's only going to pick up 3 yards. Second down and 7. Davis is back to pass again. Blitz is sent. Davis gets it off before taking a hit. It's Tama Uliata with a first down pickup. 10.5 left to be played. On first and 10, Throw over the middle from Davis is caught by Darren Finger. Makes a juke move, picks up extra yards, and he's over the century mark today. 1st and 10 in Air Force territory. Throwing over the middle, it's caught by Joe Presley, who's had a great return. 9.5 left to be played in the regular season. Vailahi on a carry. Vailahi with a first. From the 24, Davis throws, caught by Finger, and that'll pick up 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Davis to Tandy up the middle. Glenn Tandy can't get much. It's 3rd and 3. From the 17, a big time 3rd down and 3. Davis will check it down to Tandy. Tandy gets close to the 10-yard line. They'll mark him there. It has been a return to form today from DeMarcius Davis, and boy, have we desperately needed it. 1st and goal from the 10. Davis throws. It is knocked out of Joe Presley's hands. That is a rarity. Presley not in the game for the 2nd down and goal from the 10-yard line. Davis will hand it off to Monty. Running lane for Matthew Monty. Gets us a bit closer for 3rd down. 3rd and goal from the 4. DeMarcius Davis throwing end zone touchdown. It's Darren Finger. Who else? He's been a huge star this season, breaking out due to injuries, and he gets a touchdown that will take the lead for Hawaii late in the season, late in this game. 7 minutes are left. We are up by a point, 28-27. Bruzon, what have you got? You're going to go to the air, throwing over the middle. That is completed for a pickup of 5. The option offense has been working, so I don't expect them to go away from it. But late in a game, it's always risky to be running the ball so much. And in motion, Bruzon gonna keep it, and we're in the backfield. Jamel Savea with the TFL. 3rd down and 10. There are under 6 minutes remaining. I do not expect them to go for this if it goes to 4th down. Fetusi Latolu back in the game, but it's Ty Cole that gets the quarterback. Only the 2nd sack on the day for Hawaii. That's because they don't throw the ball very much, but Ty Cole gets another one. It is 4th down and 18. The defense is playing much better in the 2nd half. 5 minutes left to be played. Hawaii finds themselves with the football and with a lead and in enemy territory. Let's see what we can do. Monty on a carry, and Matthew Monty tackled forward. It's 8 yards. 2nd and 2 from the 39. It's another carry for Monty, and it's blown up instantly. A loss of a yard. 4 minutes left to be played. A 3rd down and 3. DeMarcius Davis trying to buy time. Joe Presley with a very good catch on what was a high ball. 10 snags for Joe Presley. It's been all him and Darren Finger today. 1st and 10 from the 35. Davis hands off Tandy, cuts it back. Tandy with a 1st down. Tandy inside the 20. Under 3 minutes remaining in the regular season. Hawaii very close to another Mountain West Championship appearance. Matthew Monty, a pickup of 8. There goes the 1st Air Force timeout. 2nd down and 2. Davis hands off Tandy up the middle. Tandy 1st down. Air Force does technically have 2 more timeouts with the 2-minute timeout and their own timeout. Handoff Monty, nowhere to go for Matthew Monty. Final Air Force timeout used. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. We are out of the shotgun. Davis throwing incomplete. It was a high ball intended for Darren Finger. 3rd down and goal from the 8. Davis dropping back to pass. Wide open man. It's Tama Uliana. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And we will extend our lead late in the 4th quarter. Is Hawaii bound to the Mountain West Conference Championship? We're going to kick the PAT. I don't know how I feel about it mathematically, as we could have taken a 2-possession lead with a 2-point conversion, but this makes it so that Air Force has to score a 2-point to tie. So they have to get into the end zone, and the good news for us is that they're probably going to have to start airing it out a bit more. Something that they are not known for. Bruzon throws. It is caught by the fullback. If we can keep him in bounds, we do. That may push them to the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes stand in between the Rainbow Warriors and a rematch against the UNLV Rebels. 2nd down and 6. No timeouts for the Falcons. A throw over the middle is broken up by Caravallo. I think he could have picked that. 3rd down and 6. Bruzon pumps, scrambling, and breaks the Shaq Moffitt tackle. Bruzon's going to take off. He slides down, Clock will stop temporarily due to the first down, but then picks up again. There's only 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. They have to get into the end zone. They have to score a 2-point conversion. First and 10 from the 37. Bruzon with time again, stepping up, breaks another tackle, dives down again, but he's short of the first. Clock does not stop, and they had a lot of men a long ways down the field, so it's going to take them quite a while to line back up for this one. Just over 1 minute remaining. Bruzon is under center. He steps back to pass. Has plenty of time. A flag is down. This is completed over the middle. I have a feeling this one's coming back, and it is. Holding on the offense. It's 2nd and 15. 1 minute 2 remaining. Bruzon dropping back, throwing over the middle. This is not going to get them the first down, which means the clock will continue to roll. 50 seconds left. Bruzon under center once more, looking to the coach for a play call. He drops back. Plenty of time again, starting to run out, stepping up, firing over the middle. This is a big pickup for the Air Force Falcons. 30 seconds remaining, but a huge pickup. They are much closer to the end zone now. They will spike it. 32 seconds from the Hawai'i 37. Bruzon under pressure. Ty Cole forces him to step up. He dives down again. He is running out of time. He cannot continue to do these type of scramble plays, but that's exactly what we want as the defense. They are down to about 15 seconds remaining, and they will not spike it. They're going to the air. Bruzon with time, just a little dump off. This is going to get them quite a bit closer, but the clock is still moving. They have time for probably one final play. They may spike it here. I think that's what they're going to do. You only have 2 seconds left. You better snap the football. They fail to get the playoff. They failed to get the playoff, and Hawaii is victorious. A blunder by the Air Force Falcons at the end, and Hawaii is victorious. And a comeback game for Demarcius Davis, who was incredible today. I want to hear the pep talk that Johnny McNulty gave to that defense at halftime. They only allowed 3 after allowing 24 in the first half, and that ended up being the big difference maker. The defense stepped up in the second half, had a bad first half, and the offense finally got it together. 35-27 is your final, and Hawaii should be in the Mountain West Conference Championship for the 2nd year running. What a day from Demarcius Davis. He is back. 3 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown, no interceptions, over 300 yards, 73% completion percentage. We needed him today, and he delivered. Rushing 11 for 38 for Monty, 8 for 49 for Tandy, who was far more efficient. In the receiving game, it was mainly 2 guys. Joe Presley, that safety blanket, especially with Jackson Harris out, you know that when you're throwing him the ball, he is coming down with it most of the time. Darren Finger, that gadget guy, 9 for 109 and a touchdown for him. Tom Uliata is still pretty involved. Great day all around in the receiving game. Defensively, Davin Martin with 8 total tackles, 3 TFLs. What a game for him. Bagley with 3 TFLs. Ty Cole got his sack. Aiden McComber got one. What a game. Hawaii finishes their regular season 6-2 in conference play, and with the win over NIU, we should be in the Mountain West Championship. I'm not gonna lie, when they went up 24-14, I thought it was over. I thought the Air Force was going to continue to dominate us on offense, and that we were just cooked, and that we were going to miss out on the Mountain West Conference Championship. But with that victory, we should be in it, as long as I'm understanding the tiebreakers correctly. I imagine that head-to-head is the first tiebreaker. We do also have a commit, Cole Setterstrom, the Mike linebacker. Maybe he is that Raheem Lovelace type of player that we need. We also get the right guard, Devin Peely. He's a JUCO transfer. We'll see how good he actually is, but he did have a gem tag on him. And Hawaii has been invited to play in the Mountain West Conference Championship against UNLV for the 2nd year in a row. And I'm sorry, are we ranked? I see a 23 there next to Hawaii. How are we ranked? We are the 23rd ranked team in the country. Explain that to me. We have not had a good year. We do have a good win against Utah, who is currently ranked 20th. That's definitely our best win of the year. The fact that we are ranked 23rd at 8-4, having the year we've just had, is shocking to me. Like, we lost 30-3 to Arizona State. They're not ranked. We have a loss to UNLV, who has the same record. They're not ranked. Very, very strange decision to rank Hawaii at 23rd, I think. But for the first time in the series, we are ranked. I don't think we earned it, but maybe we can prove that we did with a victory over UNLV and another Mountain West Conference championship. But anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. The next episode will be the entire postseason. It will be the game versus UNLV and then whatever bowl game we end up with. And then the following episode, another off season, and we'll prepare for year number 4. Thank you all so much for watching and for the continued support. I'm currently in the process of getting ahead on these Hawaii Rainbow Warriors videos, and I have a lot more headed your way. So appreciate all your patience, and I really think we're gonna have a good November on this channel. Shout out as always to the channel members for continuing to support me in all the ways that you do. And if you made it to the end of the video and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that sub button for me. It does help me out a lot. And I will see you all in the next episode, where Hawaii will rematch against UNLV for another chance to be Mountain West Conference champions.